Good evening, everybody. It is 8 p.m. Thursday. I think it's March 17th to St. Patrick's Day. Faith and be God, it is St. Patrick's Day. I hope everybody's had some green beers today, or just some beers or something. And hope everybody had a great St. Patrick's Day. I got some good news today from the guru. He said that there'd be more deists coming in to him next week. So Adele, the beautiful Adele, is waiting on a 9-inch XP Deus 2. It'll be in to fill next week and he'll get it right out to you. So that will be awesome. And my bone conductive headphones should be in next week to fill at Myers Metal Detectors. And he's got the Legend in and both regular and Pro Pack. So if any of y'all out there are looking for the Legend, which is a great machine, by the way, um, just give Phil a call, 813-237-1939. He's got both Pro Pack and some of the regular Legend in stock right now. And he can get it right out to you. And he'll have the best prices and best deals and best follow-up service in the country. So you can't do any better than going with Phil Myers. That's just the way it is. So just a little something we're covering today. I want everybody to send good vibes to my sister from another mister, Liz Cabral, the Diggin' Canuck. She had some eye surgery today. I'm pretty sure it was good and successful. She is resting. She's got some bruising, obviously, and has to wear an eye patch and has to keep ice on it. I mean, you don't mess with the eyes. I know I've had eye surgery and with my glaucoma, and I've had both eyes operated on behind the eye and cataracts taken and the whole bit. And it's not something that's pleasant. I will tell you that. And she had some fairly serious eye surgery today. But as I understand it, she's doing well. She's, already on the mend. So hopefully we'll get to see her pretty smiling face again online here really soon. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to. She can do her live stream on Sunday morning. And if you have never caught her live stream, Coffee with Liz, it's on at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday morning. And I encourage you to check it out. And if you're not a subscriber to her channel, Diggin' Canuck, you really need to do that because it's some of the best content out there. A nicer person does not exist on the face of the earth. And I am very proud to call her as my sister from another mister. So if you can, just, get over there and subscribe to her channel. And join her for her live stream, Coffee with Liz, Sunday mornings at 10 a.m. So we got a really good lineup for you tonight. I've got my other family from Nehalem, Oregon, which is going to co-host with me tonight. It's always thrilling for me when they co-host. But let's go and see who's in the chat, and let's say hello to everybody. And hopefully I'll catch everybody here. So there was the first one in the chat was the beautiful Adele Lampersky Rutherford with just a spectacular grandson named August. Just the cutest little thing you have ever seen. And he's going to be a killer detectorist too. So Adele, I think you'll get your Deus 2 next week. That's what Phil told me today. First thing out of his mouth, he says, I got some 9-inchers coming in. So Adele can have her detector next week. So he's looking out for you, that's for sure. Relic Dirty Hands, Lori and Eric, two more fantastic people that I am very proud to call my friends. And Lori and Eric are going to be on Treasure Talk coming up. We got a nice big surprise for everybody with that show. So you're going to be very pleased there. So make sure that you put that on your calendar to watch Treasure Talk when Relic Dirty Hands is on. I'd have to look and see at my calendar, but I think it's in May. And I may be wrong. I got so much booked, but I'll let you know, I promise you. Then we got the wonderful Janine Ballard Patterson, JBP Hobbyist, the girl that can make beautiful art out of caca, and she does it all the time. Hello, Janine. There's a Facebook user. It says howdy. It doesn't identify you. So, howdy, whoever you are. Andrew T., good evening to you. Very nice for you to join us here. And there's Tom Becker from Ohio. And let's Chuck Martin. Hello, Chuck. I'm glad that you joined us tonight. Lisa P. Your book's going out, Lisa. I promise you. I got it in the envelope, and your book will go out. And there's my brother from another mother, Phil Myers, and another Facebook user that I don't know. They're not identified. D. O'Brien. Hello, D. I'm glad that you are with us tonight. Jamie Holt, another very, very good friend of mine that I am proud to have as a friend. And she is a legend winner and a legend user. And the first time out with a legend, she killed it. So we'll get into that in a show coming up. Trust me. You know this kid's got it going on. The Mumbles Man, my brother from another mother. The Mumbles Man, and he won a book from American Digger, and they've got your information, Mumbles. So I don't know when you'll get your book, but you will get it. And let's see, Phil Myers. There he is. Maria Reese, another just an outstanding individual. Somebody else I'm very proud to call my friend. Maria, thank you for joining us tonight. And let's see. And Jen Cooper. Hello, Jen. From Rughampton Raiders, UK. Well, that is just wonderful. We love our friends from the UK. We're glad you joined us. And it's very late over there, I might add. So these are very, very dedicated individuals. So we certainly appreciate you over here. Charles Broussard. Hello, Charles. How are you? Glad you joined us tonight. Stories from the Signal. Good to see you tonight. We're glad that you are here. Metal Detecting Brooklyn. Hey. How are you doing? Glad that you're with us tonight. Let's see. We may be getting down. There's another Facebook user. I'm not sure who that is. It says hello, y'all. So it's probably somebody from the South. Moose Ninny. Hello, Moose Ninny. We're glad that you are joining us in Long Island, New York. Glad you are here. There's Rachel. Hey, Jersey Ray Diggs. Rachel, how you doing, Rach? Glad you're here. And I think we've gotten to the end of the chat. So let's we got a nice big show for you tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my co-host for the night. And we should be getting one of our first guest should be joining here pretty soon. They can join at any time. Any of the guests that join at any time, they'll just be in the green room. So let's go ahead and bring in our co-hosts for tonight, shall we? This is Ronnie and Tiffany. Hello there.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is indeed. It was happy for me.
Me too.
I did not drink anything other than my Dr. Pepper in my really killer Myers Metal Detectors mug. So
yeah, we didn't drink anything either, but I celebrate my Irish heritage, so it's a good one.
Yes, it will be very, very good. So how's the weather out there?
Rainy. Raining and flooding.
It's kind of hard for you guys to get out and do any detecting.
Yeah.
You know.
but it's going to start soon. Soon.
Yeah, I think Digstock in North Carolina is next week, I think.
I think so.
Or
Yeah, I
it
wish
may
I
be.
could
It
go
may
to that.
even be this weekend. I don't know for sure. I
Is it?
wasn't able to make it. Mark Fiorella just joined us. So,
Hi,
Mark, we're glad that you're here. And I think we got a pretty good show lined up tonight.
Yeah.
A couple of really fine guests, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And as we always strive to do with the Blue Spade Society and Treasure Tales, as well as Treasure Talk, we try to expand our horizons, so to speak, to encompass as much and as many different kinds of treasure hunting as we can. Because in the Blue Spade Society, if you have a disability, or even if you don't, please join the Blue Spade Society. But what it is, basically, it's for people with disabilities that somebody that may not be able to metal detect, they can magnet fish maybe, or they can coin roll hunt, or a rock hound, or geocake, or a lot of the different things we've got coming up. And we've worked pretty hard, hadn't we, Tiff and Ronnie?
Yeah.
Because you guys helped me source some guests to find a wide variety.
Right.
Of
So
guests.
we have people from kind of all over the planet now. So, we have people from all over the planet, which one tonight is, well, actually, both of them tonight are not from the United States. So, yeah. So we're getting people from all over, and it's fantastic.
You might want to explain your head.
So I am about 61% Irish. So I would really like to dye my hair green and celebrate it all the way, but I can't. So this is as close as I can get.
Well, that's close enough. It is close enough.
Right. I had one for Ronnie, but he won't put it on.
No.
Well, Ronnie don't want to mess up his hair.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
He doesn't have as much Irish in him.
Yeah. Yeah. So I tell you what we ought to do? I think we need to get into it, because we got a lot of people wanting to ask questions for these folks. And also we just had, let's see who else joined us. I know Laura Schuler joined us, and let's see, Practical Ken joined us, and there was a couple other people. BC Treasure Trails joined us. So we've got a number of people tonight. Gary Gross joined us. I doubt very much if the Diggin' Canuck is going to be able to join and watch tonight. As I said, she had her surgery today, and excuse me, she did let me know that she was okay. But I imagine, as the anesthetic wears off, and I have had eye surgery, like I said, and I think, Ronnie, you probably have had a little eye surgery as well, that after the anesthetic and stuff wears off, boom, you just want to stay in the dark and rest. So, Liz, everybody's praying for you to get well, and hopefully you'll be back rocking and socking when it comes time for your live stream on Sunday morning. We hope so. But until you get back in the pink, everybody's thinking about you, and everybody's sending you prayers and sending you love. So I tell you what, Ronnie, Tiffany, why don't you all just introduce our next guest?
So our next guest is, I think he's been on before. He is from England. His YouTube channel is called Essex Magnet Fishing. His name is Terry. He is fantastic. He does a mental health program. He has the cutest dog you've ever seen. And he's just a really good guy. So, Terry, here he is.
Let's bring him on. Okay, let's.
It's so nice to hear. Hello, how are we doing, everyone? You all right? I can't believe that people in America watch my mental health show. It's nuts.
I know.
That's brilliant, that is.
I do, because you and I've communicated about it before, and I just think it's fantastic. So anytime that I can catch it, I do.
Wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful to hear. Thank you for watching.
You're welcome.
How you doing, Jeff? You all right?
I'm pretty good for the shape I'm in.
Yeah, well, just hearing what you just said at the start of the show about Lisa, I had eye surgery 2 weeks ago, and it was the first time I'd ever had injections in and around the eye. And bloody hell, mate, that was the worst experience of my entire life.
It is. It's very, very
painful. Do you know what, right? The doctor turned around to me. She said, when we got, because they'd found a lesion on the side of my face. They said, we want to remove it. We've got to send it off for biopsy. They said, but while we're there, you've got about half a dozen skin tags around your eye. Would you like us to remove them? So I said, yes, please. That's wonderful. Didn't know for 1 minute they was going to inject every single one of them. Oh, my God. I had 3 ladies holding me down on the hospital bed. No, it wasn't nice. It wasn't nice.
No, it is not nice.
Oh, it's horrible.
Not nice. I mean, I had with my glaucoma, they had to do surgery behind my eyes. And thank goodness for the Mayo Clinic. They did a very, very good job, but it's not pleasant at all. So
no, no. I'll be scared silly next time I have to go for any kind of eye surgery after that.
Right. It's crazy.
Not the nicest. Certainly not the nicest experience.
And I remembered you had eye surgery now that you're telling me that, because I remember your Instagram post was the dog. And
yeah.
I remember.
Oh, she's wonderful, bless her. She'll probably join in a minute. She's in and out of the back garden at the moment.
Right. She's a darling.
So what time is it over there, Terry?
It is 18 minutes past 12, mate.
That's what I thought. We sure.
But my team, my wonderful team, West Ham United, we just had the best result we've had in 48 years of me living on this planet. We just qualified for the quarterfinals of the Europa League, and we just knocked out the holders, Seville, from Spain. So that only ended an hour ago, and I was absolutely jumping around like a bat out of hell. I was jumping around. Indy was scared out of her life, but it was the most amazing experience of my life. And my team are in the quarterfinals of the Europa League. Never happened in all my life. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we get Barcelona in the next round.
Oh, I think so. I think so. I think so. So you guys do a lot of magnet fishing, don't you?
We do indeed. I'd just like to correct you on that, because whilst you've been advertising it, the show for tonight, everyone regards to us as Essex Magnet Fishing. We're Essex Magnet Hunters, right? We're hunters because we want to diversify. We don't just want to do magnet fishing. We've found pretty much everything you can find magnet fishing. So we want to diversify. And in 2 weeks' time, Jeff, we are doing a multi-hobby collaboration in Brightlingsea.
That'd be cool.
4 hobbies. We've got metal detecting, magnet fishing, bottle digging, and mud larking. All coming together one weekend, 2nd and 3rd of April, and it's all for mental health and severe autism. So I had to do a proper plan with the council, and I had to get full permission, but it's been granted. And in 2 weeks, 3 days' time, the event starts. And we've never done a charity event yet. We only formed Essex Magnet Hunters in July 2020. So we're not even 2 years old yet, but we've already got about 50 people from all around the UK that have booked hotels to come for the weekend. That's cool. There's going to be some terrific videos, hopefully, from that weekend.
Yeah. I think, Terry, a lot of people, I know Tiffy and I and Ronnie have talked about this. A lot of people don't realize what actually magnet fishing or magnet hunting is, what kind of cool stuff you can find.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's like an industrial sized magnet, a professional magnet. In America right now, you've got some companies that are really getting quite big. Centurion magnets, Kratos magnets. Obviously, you've got Brute. In the UK and Europe, where we're sponsored by Magnetar, which is the biggest one in Europe, but in the UK, you've got Magnet Store and Online Magnets, and a new one called the Dragon or something from Wales. That's just in the pipeline. But yeah, we throw a heavy magnet into the water with attached to about a 20 meter long rope, and it preferably 10 mil thick. and then we just slowly pull it back into the shore. And the things that we find attached, mate, well, I found an assault rifle. We've had members of our team. We've found an Uzi. We've found multiple air rifles, handguns, every caliber of bullet that you can imagine, including my best find now is my grenade that still had the pin attached from World War II. Yeah. And the police had to come and dispose of it with a bomb squad. So you never know what you're going to find with magnet fishing, but then ain't that similar with metal detecting, surely?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing to us, magnet fishing, because it's not as predominant here in the United States as it is there. And so what do you suggest if someone was going to just get started, Terry? And I think this would be worldwide. What would be a magnet that would be a proper poundage to be able, like, is there, a starter?
Well, we don't do pounds over here, darling. This is the UK. We do kilos. But you'd want something like a double-sided magnet with a minimum pull strength of 200 kilos each side. I don't know what that equates to in pounds, but I'm sure people can do the maths. It's not too expensive, certainly not as expensive as metal detecting can be to enter the hobby. You're talking about 50 quid. And, get a collapsible bucket, get some nice rope for about a tenner. And the worst thing about magnet fishing is that, it's kind of misunderstood, because we stand there all day long and we're pulling out mostly just pieces of scrap, things that people have discarded in our waters because they can't be bothered to go to the tip or to get rid of it correctly. So we're the ones that we do it all free, off the goodness of our heart, and we do it. It's our hobby. It helps people with mental health problems massively. And we just pick everything up, and people seem to think, well, they're dredging or they're making a mess. Now, magnet fishing, because in the UK, is quite really, really getting big now. The thing is, you've got to take your scrap with you, or you've got to arrange to get it collected. Too many people are entering the hobby and they're fishing, and then at the end of the day, you're knackered, your back's gone, your arms are hurting, but you've got to pack up earlier and get rid of your scrap. Over here, we can sell that scrap. Scrap metal goes for nearly £200 for a ton. So there is money to be made in it, but we just put that back into the hobby itself anyway. But the message we're trying to get out in the UK at the moment, because we've recently formed a magnet fishing association in the UK. We're all elected, all different regions of the UK, and I'm the member. I'm the elected member for Anglia region, and it covers about 200 square miles. Wow! But we're trying to get the message out there. Yes, please come into the hobby and really excel in it. That's fantastic. But please leave the place at least as good as it was when you first come, if not better. Because
it's the same way
with
with metal detecting, the same thing. Be stealthy. Right. People shouldn't even know you were there and digging holes.
Absolutely. It's the least we can do.
We haul out.
Yeah. Right.
The difference between our hobby and your hobby is that you can find, we can find historical items, and some of them can be worth money, but we don't know it at the time, and normally the scrap man takes them. Right. But the difference with a magnet will not pick up precious metals. So if someone's dropped an 18-karat gold ring in a London canal, even if they know where it is, unless we get in the water physically with scuba diving equipment, our magnet will not pick it up. Right. Any precious metals will not get picked up. So we get the junk, you know what I mean?
Wow. Okay, so I have to ask you, what got you started in magnet fishing or magnet hunting?
Yeah, well, it was a channel, funny enough, a UK channel called Northants Magnet Fishing. During the first lockdown, when COVID first hit, me and my best friend Peter Lyons, who lives around the corner, he was round here one evening, and we was flicking through YouTube, and this Northants Magnet Fishing come on, and we found it quite interesting. Then he pulled up this bomb, and we're like, bloody hell, should we try this? Anyway, cut a long story short, it used to be 3 people. Northants Magnet Fishing was Nigel, Dan, and a third bloke called Shirley. Now, that is what swung it for us. The fact that this bloke had a woman's name. And we just found it hilarious. We'd been drinking a few bevies during the night, and then this video come on, and they're calling this bloke Shirley, and they're taking a mick out of him. And we fell about laughing. Well, that evening, we carried on watching all the videos on that channel. On the Monday, we bought a starter kit from Amazon. Worst thing you can do, please, anyone that's watching this that wants to get into magnet fishing, avoid a starter kit from eBay or from Amazon, because a magnet for magnet fishing is made from neodymium. Neodymium is a metal that can only be, it's only found in Asia. Now, the stocks are going through the roof at the moment with neodymium. But the magnets itself is like, well, oh, I'm sorry, my head just went then. Indy's saying, what was I just saying?
About the magnet.
You were telling, don't buy a starter magnet off.
Do not buy a starter magnet. No. Now, we bought a starter magnet, which cost us about 30 quid. And we went out for our first 3 hunts, our first 3 videos on our channel, and we barely picked up a spanner or a screw. A couple of coins, 1p, 2p's, and anything else that it'd hook onto. The minute that you pull it up from the water strength just took it off. And too many people in the last year and a half have hit me up and they've said, Tell, you were so right. Starter kits are not worth their money. So, you know, it is an inexpensive hobby to get into, but rather than spending £20 and then you're going to have to spend another £50 to get the next grade magnet up, just go for the £50 magnet to begin with. And when I say £50, I'm talking monetary, 50 quid. Because if you buy one for 20 quid, you might as well just throw that money down the drain. It is not worth it. It's not a tenth of the strength of one that you can buy for 50 quid. So it's no point. And then you progress and then you get to a magnet like what I've got now. I've got the Barbarian from Magnetar. That's £230. So, you know, that's what, nearly $350? It's a lot of money for a hobby magnet. But then metal detecting, some of your gear is even more expensive than that, isn't it?
Oh yeah, a little bit. We got a question off Facebook. He says that I don't know who it is. I don't know his name, but he says the detecting club that he is in has helped local police find evidence for a crime. Have you ever done any of that kind of stuff?
No, we haven't. We've had police turn up on many a time whenever we've found firearms, because obviously the laws in the UK regarding firearms are a lot different to in the US. And they come, they're interested. Some are more interested than others. Some will even take our rope and magnet off us and say, can we have a throw, mate? Absolutely. You know, we don't mind that. We love doing that. We love interaction with the public as well as the police. But no, we've not found anything that has helped anyone. And I think I know the reason why, Jeff, and that is that the police told me that once any weapon has been discarded in our waters, once it's in there for 24 hours, it is unusable. They can't get fingerprints. They can't get DNA. It is literally taken to the police station and destroyed. The chances are, I mean, we've found samurai swords and everything, which have probably been used in a rather nasty manner. Here you go, Indy's come to join us. Here she is. You always want to get on the camera, didn't you?
Always.
You're so beautiful. She's our channel mascot, she is.
I know. I just love her. Every time
Well, the thing is, you can tie the rope around her and have her pull the magnet up.
Absolutely, Jeff. She pulls me. When I take her for a walk, mate, she takes me for a walk.
Well, that's what it is. It's taking you for a walk. And, you know, we have a lot of people here in the States that, you know, have YouTube channels. And you guys over there, you know, you see this too. And it's all clickbait, you know, police called, this and that. You know, you get people to click on their video and there ain't nothing to it.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? No, what you see is what you get. We pride ourselves. I do all the editing. I also do the editing for Rughampton Raiders because they've got 3 severely non-verbal autistic children. So they haven't got time to edit themselves. So I do it for them. Indiana, careful, darling. So I do all their editing for them. And I like to think that our editing is a little bit different. It's what you see on the tin. What you read on the title is what you will see in our video. We're not one of them for clickbaiters, mate. YouTube is full of it. Oh, and do you know what? I'm sick of it. I'm sick of clicking videos where it says something's going to happen and nothing does. So that is You'll never find that with Essex Magnet Hunters.
Yeah, well, that's what I have found with your channel. It is what it is. You do exactly what you say you're doing.
Absolutely,
and that's
yeah.
the way it should be. You know. But then, like I said, you know, I think you and I had talked about this before, Terry.
We have, yeah.
Blue Spade Society, with magnet fishing, it can be a very big part of it. It's treasure hunting, and for somebody, just like what you guys do it for the mental health community over there.
Absolutely,
here,
yeah.
We have, you know, veterans, and you've got veterans over there too that may not. You know, they are indeed. Disabled, and unfortunately a lot of them, once this kind of stuff happens to them, they shut down and just kind of go into a blue funk in their cocoon. And our feeling is that if we can get them out of the house and doing something, you know, let's say a veteran that had lost his legs, he may not be able to metal detect, but you know what, he can roll his wheelchair out on a bridge and magnet fish.
That's wonderful.
You know,
That's wonderful.
Things. And that gives them something to do. You know, and
well, I lost my job in November 2019. I had a mental breakdown. My mum and dad both passed. I had a wonderful, wonderful marriage that I screwed up 11 years ago, and I had fallen into a pit of despair. And my best mate, he was like, "Tell, you're not even getting out." And I'm like, no, I'm not. I said, but I'm not well. I'm under the mental health umbrella. Just leave me be. And he was the one that said, no, we've watched this video. We're going to get out there. We're going to start doing magnet fishing. And the community is so massive in the UK for all treasure hunting, but mainly for magnet fishing. And honestly, I feel like I've adopted family members. I've made friends for life through this hobby that I would have never have met had Peter not have made me get up, made me get out, and formed Essex Magnet Hunters. And now, you know, he's with a wonderful partner and 4 beautiful children. He hasn't got the time to carry it on, but I do. So I just do it all the time. I'm grinding all the time, publicising all the time, and helping people. My inbox is full of messages from people saying how much I help them. I don't set out to help anyone, Jeff. I do it, and I don't even know how I do it, but I do it, and it makes me feel good. I do feel that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and mental health, maybe I won't be under the umbrella forever anymore. So fingers crossed, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, we are awfully glad that you're doing what you're doing, and that you snapped out of it and came back, and that you're helping people, and that's what makes the world go round.
Absolutely.
We're just overjoyed to hear that. And we're just happy as we can be. I think Ronnie and Tiffany will agree with me. We're just as happy as we can be that you joined us tonight.
Well, thank you so much, Ronnie, Tiffany, and Jeff. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on.
And I would like to, Terry, I want to say thank you for bringing mental health to the forefront as a male. Thank you, because it needs to be done more often. So thank you.
Thank you, darling. That's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. So
Terry, give that dog a hug, and we will see you later. Thank you so much for joining us.
Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
His dog is so cute.
The dog is something else, isn't he?
Right. And she's so sweet. She just loves him so much. And yeah, she's always kind of by his side and on the mental health channel. And she just is such a bright little beacon, I think. Yeah.
And he, we had talked a little bit before at one time, and he is very big on the aspect like we are with the Blue Spade Society. And I had just happened to think that, the more we were talking about magnet fishing, and I am working very diligently to try to get one of the big magnet companies to be the official magnet of the Blue Spade Society. And I know we're trying, both Phil and myself are trying to get them to, get an account started, because Phil wants to carry him in the shop.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You look down where he's at, and he ships all over the U.S. He doesn't ship out of the country, but, magnet fishing's big.
Right.
And And of course, with Phil always carries it in stock. So if you're not sure and you're around the Tampa area, you can go in and you can physically put your hands on it. But one thing for certain, you'll carry the best product. So,
and also, if Terry could post his information about the special event he has coming up, that's the collaborative in either Treasure Talk and the Blue Spade Society. Terry, if you're still watching, that would be fantastic because we have people from all over.
oh yeah,
Might be of interest to them
Post
as well.
them.
Right.
Because we've got, we just went over 5,000 members this afternoon at Treasure Talk on Facebook. So Terry, I know you're still watching. Please post it on Treasure Talk and the Blue Spade Society so everybody can know about it, and maybe they'll come out and join you.
Right. That'd be fantastic.
So we got a good one coming up now, don't we?
Right. So I know that this is a junior hunter. This is a young man, and he was really excited about Diggin' Canuck being his host. And so I told him yesterday he had to get us instead. So he is known as his YouTube channel as Fish Bay. He is from Canada. His first name is Alex. He is 14, but I'm telling you, he is so close to being 15 that he's super excited.
He's very mature for his age.
He is, and he has a very amazing resume of metal detecting. So let's welcome Alex from Fish Bay.
Let's bring Alex on. Hey,
Well,
Alex.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. You guys?
Really good. Really good. Alex,
Sorry.
you got to tell us right off the bat about the name Fish Bay.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, at first I was a fishing channel. Like, if you look back in my videos, there's still the fishing videos. There's some people that say like get rid of your first videos, and I'm not with that, because that's kind of like my history, right? And I got into metal detecting because I like history, so I keep them up there. I was fishing, and it just kind of sounded nice,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and there was no other people called Fish Bay, so I just went with that.
Well, that's cool, and we
When I'm not
know.
detecting, I'm out fishing.
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah.
So what kind of fish do you fish for? We'll ask that really quick because I'm not sure, or anything.
Whatever bites. Yeah.
Whatever bites.
Because near my house is like this small creek. You can't ask for a fish. The fish ask for you.
Oh, wow. Well, we know we're coming to visit you for fishing.
Yeah. I got the whole garage full, tackle boxes, everything.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Cool. Well, we do too. So good.
She made me downsize a little bit on some of my fishing poles, but
Right.
I got quite a few.
Right.
You
Okay.
never have enough.
That's what I thought. But
You
apparently
never
I did.
have enough. Well, Alex, we wanted you to know that Liz was sorry that she couldn't be with us tonight, and Ronnie and Tiffany were gracious enough to step in to help me out tonight. As you may or may not know, Liz had some eye surgery today.
Yeah.
And I really do understand why she didn't want to be on tonight, because it can be very painful with the lights and everything, and wearing a patch. Even though we're treasure hunters, we don't want to be known as pirates in that way.
You checked her Instagram. She's a sad pirate now.
I know.
Yeah, but we got tell you what, with Ronnie and Tiffany, we hit the mother load. So
We're 2 for 1. No.
Okay.
Okay,
And also,
Alex.
I do know that you have got some pretty special friends that you've hunted with.
Oh yeah.
So why don't you, kick up with some of this info here, huh?
Yeah. So we relic dirty hands. Yeah, I've metal detected with them 3 times now. Metal detecting this summer, spring, and stuff. And it's pretty cool. Want to know how I met them?
Yes.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I procrastinated about doing my chores and mowing the lawns, and because I have this my my father owns like a company, right? And they own a couple like pieces of property around my really small town, right? So there's one that's like right beside a public school. So I was procrastinating doing that, and then I actually went out there, right? And I saw these people metal detecting, right? And I was saying like, when I'm done, I'm gonna go like say hi, you know, because I've been metal detecting for like a year before that, right? So I was gonna go over, right? And then they like saw me or something, right? And they came over and they asked if they could metal detect the property I was mowing lawns. And I said, yeah, obviously. And I said, well, can I join after? And they said, for sure. And kind of just went like that. You know, I finished up. I met up with them. Yeah, it was.
Do you remember what the first thing you found when you were detecting with them?
I found a red pen from like,
A red.
yeah. 'Cause, like then I never found a coin then. I think my best find was like a watch face from like a really expensive antique watch, and that's about it. And it was found on that property. So
Wow.
like it was an old
That's
town
pretty
hall
cool.
from like 1870 something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I have to ask you, what metal detector do you swing, and where did you get it from?
I used the MindLab Xterra 505, and where I got it from, a very interesting place. It was called Relic Dirty Hands. Yeah. Eric and Lori were gracious enough to give it to me because it was sitting in their closet or something. I don't know. And yeah, so they one day like second time like we kind of met up after like during COVID or something, and they gave it to me for like a late birthday present. It was really nice of them, and you know,
Wow.
can't
And you
ask for
love
more
it.
than that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
They're pretty nice people.
Very nice, yeah. Very
Right.
nice.
Right.
Boy, I wonder what you're gonna get for your birthday this year.
I'm gonna get a yacht. Oh,
So what did you use before you got that metal detector?
I only had one other metal detector before that, and it was man, gotta dig deep for the name. Bounty Hunter numbers.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, you know
some
what?
numbers. I don't remember. Like, if you go look at the video where I first met them, I say it.
Oh, okay.
The title's like Metal Detecting School something.
But
It didn't do that well on Relic Dirty Hands' channel, but yeah, Bounty Hunter something something. I got it from my uncle. That's actually how I started it. It was like my uncle dropped it off at my grandmother's place, and then I visit my grandmother a lot. You know, I love my grandparents, right? So I went over and I was like, "What's this?" And they were like, "Oh, it's a metal detector. You can use it, just don't break it." And it all started there. First find was a nail in the front lawn. You just went up from there, you know.
Right,
Yep.
right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you want to ask him the next one? Okay, so first we're gonna do social media. So
Social media.
if people wanted to contact you and follow you and be interested in staying with you, what types of social media do you use?
Well, obviously I use YouTube. It's my main social media, right?
Mhm.
Like I respond to every one of my comments. I'm always like, gotta check my phone. You know? The only other one I really like use a lot would be Instagram. And it'd be my Instagram is fishbait or like fish.bay.yt because I can't have spaces. And I think that's like the next best thing.
Mhm.
And I got this other one that's like underscore, but we don't use that one. We only use the dots. You know what I
Only
mean?
the dots.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then you can like message me there if you ever want to message me. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. And then
So, what's your best find so far? One that stands out.
That's hard.
I know.
Man, I got a lot of finds, you know. Really got dig deep here.
Which
Well,
one's
like
your
if
favorite?
God go with my favorite is
Okay.
like it would probably be my first silver coin, right?
Oh
Even
yeah.
though it's nothing special, it's not like 1800 something. It's just like 1965 or something. Like it was a big accomplishment for me because
Right.
yeah.
Right.
But if I had to pick like my best find, I don't know, maybe like the silver fork I found.
Oh,
wow.
yes, I watched that one. Yes.
There's no hallmarkings or anything. There's just like a B something something. I don't know. Really weird.
It's really beautiful too.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be my best. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what's your
Beautiful.
craziest find?
Right.
Craziest or odd or
Oddest, weirdest?
I got one where it's like it looks like an arrowhead, but it's made of copper and it's like really long. It has fancy engravings in it. Can't find anything about it. It looks like an
Oh.
arrowhead.
Well, I tell you what you need to do, Alex,
Yeah.
is go on YouTube and look up the Minnesota Beach Boys.
Mhm.
Okay, that's Alan Carpenter and Jimmy Cheever. They're up in northern Minnesota. Another good source would be Terry Shannon. Now, that stuff, they call it copper points,
Yeah.
that they have found a lot of it up in Minnesota, and that is really before the Vikings. Yeah, I mean, it's really old
You
stuff.
can have something.
So it's pretty.
Ooh.
And if you get to go find Minnesota Beach Boys and watch some of their videos about some of this copper stuff, and then if you leave a comment for Alan, actually, what I'll do is I will forward you his email,
Yeah.
and you talk to Alan because he's very knowledgeable about that, and he may help you be able to help you identify it and date it. So
That would be
we may
cool.
have a really, really special find there.
I really hope it is an arrowhead because, like, I'm not sure. It's long. It doesn't have like the points on the side to keep it in. I don't know. Could be anything.
Well,
really.
You know what though? There's so many
So many
resources
different
out there. Maybe post it on your Instagram because I know you have
Yeah.
Instagram.
I know.
also-
I asked Relic Dirty Hands. They couldn't even find it. So
Really.
Oh.
So,
yeah, it's like
you
really
know,
weird.
post it and see, and or you can send me a photo and I'll post it on Facebook for you. There's
Okay.
lots of people out there. Somebody might say, "Hey, this is a
Yep.
right," or Jeff's people. They definitely will be able to narrow it down for you.
Well, it's called
yeah,
the
'cause-
copper culture.
Yeah.
It's as I understand it, it predates a lot of the Vikings. So I know Alan and Jimmy Cheever, and they had Terry Shannon because he's from Minnesota, and he
Yeah.
goes back up there in the winter time or in the summertime, and they hunt in the rivers and the lakes up there, and they've been finding a lot of that stuff, and it is pretty cool.
Right.
That would be awesome if it was an arrowhead from like before Viking and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
it very well may be because
Wow.
they did back in history, if you look back and even with the cave people, the Neanderthals and all those people, they were decorating, the cave walls or whatever, and if they had metal spear points and all that kind of stuff, they engraved them. So
Wow.
you just never know.
That
Wow.
would be really cool. Like,
Right.
then that would probably become my best find if it was that.
Yeah,
Right.
I was gonna say it probably would.
Yeah,
And
like
it would also probably be your oldest.
Yeah.
for sure. There,
It
yeah.
would cover
Yeah.
both categories.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
My birthday is June 5th. Yeah.
June 5th?
It's
So it
coming.
is, it's getting close.
It's coming. It's coming. And you're a freshman in high school, correct?
Yeah.
So other than metal detecting and fishing, do you have any other hobbies that you enjoy doing?
That is, if you want the answer, it's gonna be real long.
That's
I
okay.
got a lot
That's
of
okay.
hobbies, like
Oh.
I do Rubik's cubes sometimes. I do math for fun sometimes. What else? I game a little, with my friends, socialize. What else? I play like a bunch of sports, basketball.
Oh, good.
I play like hockey for fun, right? What else do I play? I just play like a bunch of stuff. It's a lot of hobbies,
Wow.
Like my
It's
main
all
one,
right. You gotta, you do as much as you can when you can
Right.
do it.
Yeah.
Right.
You can.
Do you
Whatever I
usually
feel like.
detect, do you usually
in
detect by
Canada,
yourself?
Usually,
sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
yeah. Or like if
Okay.
I could get a friend or like my brother or something to come out, like it's hard to get my brother out, right?
Right.
Like yeah, usually I detect by myself, and I don't always record, right? Most of the time, I just go out there for fun, and if I do happen to find something, I always got my phone. I can record something. It's
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
Good.
in Canada, what's the being turning 15, you'll probably be starting to get your driving license, won't you?
I think that's 16.
16.
Yeah.
I mean, you get a learner's permit when you're 15
I
and
don't know.
start
Man.
learning how to drive?
I don't think so. I'm not
No?
sure. I'm not sure. I don't look into that much.
You're not ready to drive.
Not
yet.
ready to drive yet, huh? No.
not yet. Mm-mm.
Just think of all the places you could drive to, though, to
Right.
detect.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah.
How do you get to the places that you detect? Do you walk, ride a bike? How do you get there?
Well, it's really like I'm really lucky with like I said, my father owns a couple properties, and those properties just happen to be good detecting sites. And like my father works with a lot of farmers, and I got a lot of farmers in my family. So like a lot of spots I could just ask my uncle or something, right? And I have a 4-wheeler for really long trips, but usually I just walk or take a scooter or bike or something. But
Good for
Very
you.
cool.
Good for you.
Yeah. And
Really lucky
as soon as the weather breaks, and it should start breaking up there in Canada pretty soon, we
it's
hope,
starting to, yeah.
that the Diggin' Canuck is going to get up with you to do a little collab hunt. And what would really love to see is you with the Diggin' Canuck and Liam Lutz Hamilton.
Oh, that would be awesome.
You
Yeah.
know, Liam won a Nocta Macro Legend.
Mhm.
That would be insane.
So
Right.
I think, we'll get you together with Liz and Liam. You guys are only about an hour and a half apart, I think.
Right. Not matter.
So we can
Not
maybe find a
close.
location where you guys can do a little collab video. I think that'd be a killer video.
That would be a killer video. That
Yeah.
would be insane.
I think that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah. Very bravo.
Right?
Genius.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And maybe
So you
even get Eric and Lori in on it.
Yeah, we could get like a 4-way collab,
Oh,
video
that would
on
be
this
a
channel.
mega video.
Exactly.
Right?
It's like a mega Canadian collab.
there you
That's
go.
right. Well,
I'd
we
be
need to
awesome.
work on that. That could be outstanding.
Wow.
See,
Wow.
we'll get Lori on it.
Oh, yeah.
She's one that can get it done. She's a planner.
Yeah.
Wow. So what
that'd
is
be
your
great.
plan for 2022? Like what other than metal detect? No. I want to ask you this. What's number 1 on your bucket list? That's what I want to
Number
know.
1 on my bucket
Number
list.
1.
Probably finding my first ring. Never found a ring, right? I found a button, found
Oh,
coin, I found silver coin. No ring yet. So
no ring.
like
It'll
when I
happen.
go camping and stuff, usually we go camping where there's beaches. So hopefully we can find a ring there. And then maybe like first, like second could be something in gold. I don't know. Like
Well, just knock them both out at the same time. Find a gold
Right, get
ring.
a gold ring.
Right.
gold ring.
Yeah.
So I think 2022 is going to be the gold ring year for Fish Bay.
That
Yeah.
would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed.
Wow.
That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
that would be good. That would be really good. So you guys got you and your family have a vacation plan that you're going to take now that
Not yet.
COVID's
but-
kind of on the run?
Like when it comes, we got a camper. I don't know when we feel like it, I guess. I don't know when family plans. My parents' stuff, I just
Yeah,
come
right.
along for the ride,
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you help them a lot.
I help them so much.
You're a
That's
good young
good.
man.
That's really good because there's a lot of them that don't help their parents.
Right.
You know,
Very rude children.
but we know that you do.
Yeah.
What's on your list for other detectors that you might want to get?
Oh man. Right now I'm satisfied because I can still find my stuff, right? And I don't need to spend crazy money. But if somebody came up to me and said, get whatever metal detector you want on me, it'd probably be like an Equinox 800 or something. Something like
Yeah. Yeah.
something really like good,
Right.
And because I'm staying in
Well,
my lab, it's going to be kind of similar to the tones right now, so not too much of a learning curve, right?
Right.
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 It would be very similar to the Xterra. Yes,
Yeah.
very much so.
So
You
I
know,
swing a
that's one thing
600.
my lab has been consistent in their tones throughout detectors.
Yeah.
You know, the Equinox was different. And let's say when I had my E-Track, that was more of the same type of tones as the CTX, you know, and a few of them before that. But I think that you're really on the right track, and you probably know somebody that could help you with that.
Probably, yeah.
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 I don't want to drop any names, but I think her name's Lori Gagne, isn't it?
Is your metal detector now that you use, is it
Yeah.
waterproof? Can you put the coil in the
I
water?
think so. Like I've talked to Lori and Eric, and they're pretty sure like everywhere up to like the control box. I think
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
waterproof. I haven't tested it yet because if it is like my creek, like the creek with the fish I've been talking about, it's small enough. Like during the summer when it dries up, I could probably go bottle hunting or something. Just get a pair of waders at Cabela's or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be great video right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the coil might be waterproof. The control box is
I hope
definitely
so.
not.
Definitely not, but
Yeah.
I hope the coil's waterproof because that would be
I
really
think
cool.
it possibly is. You can check. You go on MindLab's website if you wanted, and you could find out for sure there. If not, just ask them, and I'm sure they would, get back to you fairly quickly on that.
Right. Because eventually you'll want to do water.
Yeah. The
Right?
water holds many secrets. I must
Right.
It does indeed.
There
It
you
does
go.
indeed.
Wow. So you got a lot of plans. It's a ring year for
lot of
you. You want to
Yeah.
be eventually in the water. Wow. No driving though.
I know my grandparents, they have a campsite on the St. Lawrence. It's like a permanent campsite, right?
Mhm.
And there's sometimes you drive through like this bay all over the Quebec side, right? And I think I'm almost like 100% sure that like Eric and Lori, they've actually made a video detecting there. I'm like, I don't know if it's the same bay, but it looks very similar, and like I think it is. So
Wow.
if it is waterproof, I could metal detect there, and that would be really cool activity. And all my cousins would be on me like, "What did you find?
Yeah.
Is it the
Well, then you get to be like Gary Drayton. See, you find the signal and say, "It's right there, mate. Dig it for me."
Yeah, dig it for me, cousin.
So do you ever watch Our Dog?
I don't think so. No.
Well, you need to check him out. He does mostly water, even in the snow and ice. He's out there and he's finding tons of rings in them bays.
And he's a Canadian digger also.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's
Bring him
Our
in
Dog.
on the collab. It could be a 5-way collab.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got a lot of really killer treasure hunters and detectorists in Canada. You've got Allison Walker, which is just too stupendous.
Pink
Obviously,
Power Alley.
you've got Lori and Eric, which they're unrivaled. You've got Liz Cabral, the Digging Canuck. You've got Clive Clinic. He's a Canadian. He knows very much about detectors. And there's just a lot of great folks up there that I'm sure that would love to make your acquaintance, and they would be just overjoyed to answer any questions you have and help you in any way they can.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to help me, just go on Instagram, message me. I got an email.
Yeah. What's your email address? So if people want to reach out to you, do you have an email address?
I think it's on my YouTube channel and my about page, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or the business email, but it'd be rush.in.2.yt@gmail.com. That's my business email.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, how many subscribers are you at, Alex?
Last time I checked before the interview, 136.
Okay.
Oh, well, you're going to be at 500
It's gonna grow
in a
that
week.
tonight.
I'd be
So,
awesome.
you
So
should be
everybody
well
out there,
over
I
that
want
number.
you to do this. I want you to go to YouTube, search out Fish Bay, and I want you to subscribe, like, and share this videos.
Yep.
This young man is a very serious detectorist, and we need to help him grow his channel to inspire more young people to get into this hobby, because that's the future of this hobby. So everybody, please go to find Fish Bay, subscribe to his channel, like his videos, and share it. So let's get everybody subscribing to this young man's YouTube channel.
Listen to the man.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, Alex, I love your attitude. You're a fantastic young man. I just everything about you from the moment I saw you, I was like, this young man has it, and everybody needs to know him.
Thank you.
That's right.
Good
That's right.
compliments.
So, Alex, we are so happy that you were able to join us tonight, and that we let everybody know um, to get to meet you and learn a little bit about you, because it's definitely in their good fortune to get to meet you and chat with you a little bit. We loved having you with us tonight. I know Ronnie and Tiffany echo that sentiment from me. And we just want everybody to, like I said, to go find this young man's YouTube channel and subscribe, like, and share his videos, because you will learn something from this young man.
Yep.
And so, Alex, we want to just bid you good night tonight and say thank you very much. And you're a good kid because you listen to your parents, you love your grandparents, and you help them whatever you can. And that's a lesson to be learned worldwide for all the young people.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's big compliments. Thank you.
So we are just so happy that you were able to join us tonight. And we will hope to see you again soon.
Okay.
you.
Okay,
Thank you so
Alex,
much.
thank you so much. And I apologize for the late questions to you, but
Fine.
you, young man, keep it up.
Thank you.
Good night.
Well, thanks, Alex.
Adios.
Isn't he fantastic?
He is indeed. He's a very nice young man, and that's something for other young people to aspire to, because unfortunately, in this day and age, there's not a lot of respect that goes on for parents and grandparents. And the only advice I might want to give to the young people is even the people that are 40 and that way, if your parents are still living, spend as much time with them as you can now, because one day they won't be here and you wish you had. And if you got questions about your history and your family history and everything, ask them now. And everybody's got a phone, so make videos, because once they're gone, you'll have questions in your later years and you will want to know. So ask them now. Spend time with your parents and grandparents while you can do it. So,
Right.
So, guys, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Thank you.
Ronnie, I wish you'd have put the things on. It'd have been,
No, I don't think so.
No?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
You're
Well,
welcome.
let's see. Let's just see before we sign off for tonight. I know we've got on Treasure Talk on Monday night. It's going to be a really good show.
Mhm.
We have got Scuba Wise
Right.
on, and that's Captain Carl Fismer and Mark Littleton. They own the company Scuba Wise, and what that is, they teach you how to be a treasure diver. So that is going to be an exciting show. And then next week we have on Treasure Tales, we have got Jamie from Metal Sharks. And we've got the Diggin' Duo. So this is going to be a really, really good show next week. We had a great show tonight, I think. We had Terry from Essex Magnet Hunters, just an outstanding individual. We had, as you saw, Alex Fish Bay, up and coming young man, and just of the finest character, I think.
Right.
You can always tell a young man his character by the friends that he has. And I will say, when you've got Liz Cabral as a friend, you've got Eric Danis and Lori Gagne.
Right.
It don't get any much better than that. And so the other friends he's got in this community, he's doing something right. So
Right.
what we always say here on Treasure Tales is that treasure stories, there's a million of them out there. Every one of them is important. Every one of them is different, and every one of them matters. So we would like you to come on this show and tell us your treasure story and share your knowledge and your wisdom and what's happened with you and your treasure tales with everybody out there. So, Ronnie, Tiffany, love you guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. You did a bang up job as always. So, everybody, happy hunting, dig deeper, and good night from Treasure Tales.
Good night.